4 to 6 minutes. It's going to be all about Linda and her life till now. She came here in the United States in 1959, lived in Glendale. She now lives in Laguna Woods for the last 2.5 years. She has 4 grown children and has spent the last year with Tarbell. So please give a hand to Linda Merrill.
Thank you, everybody. I was telling Jerry, I took this little lady out yesterday, and I was planning on practicing. And she took about 4 hours and set her down when we got home with a little glass of wine. And I said, "No, Vivian, I'm going to practice on you because I need to do this." I'm practicing my speech, and I look over and she's half asleep, and I hope it goes better than that. Well, I was born in 1945 in London, England, and I guess that makes me a war baby. My mom and dad had a very romantic beginning. They both worked in Selfridges in London, which is a big department store on Oxford Street. And my mom worked in the cosmetics department. She was 14, and my dad, he worked in the silver, and he changed her life. I mean, he enlisted in the RAF in 1943, and on his way out that night, he said to my mom, "Would you write to me?" Well, just stopping to ask her to do that, a bomb dropped across the street on the Oxford Street station, and so he saved her life. So I'm here. Anyway, I lived with my grandparents and my aunt and uncle in this house in London, and the government used to put out these shelters. They were like corrugated steel, and that's where you went when the bombs came over. So my grandmother would never go in there, and I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, because when those doodle bugs come over, you hear them, and then they stop. And she says, that's when they're going to drop." And it stopped, and I was holding you, and suddenly my hair stood straight up on end. I was so scared. So it went next door, and it decapitated the little girl next door. So I was very sad. Anyway, I had a good childhood other than that. I mean, not because of that, but I went to English school, and that was very strict. I was 5, and you faced the 11+ exam, which was, it decided your fate. If you passed this 11+ exam, you went to the hoity-toity grammar school, where they wore those straight straw hats. But if you didn't, you just stayed, you went to secondary school, and you got a trade, or you became an apprentice, and you left at 15. So I left at 15. But the next part, the fun part was going to the pantomimes in London, and there was always a beautiful prince, and he was beautiful because a woman played it. Don't ask me why they did that. Then we would go to see Uncle Holly and Santa Claus in Selfridges on Oxford Street. It was like winter wonderland up there, and we just loved it. It was good. And then there was the big coronation of Queen Elizabeth, 1953. My dad took me down to London to see everybody sleeping on the streets. They had little burners going to keep warm. It was pouring with rain as usual. And then the next day, everybody celebrated when we had the coronation because we had a new queen. And I went to a coronation party and got the chicken pots because the kid in front of me was bobbing for apples, and he had chicken pots, so I got the chicken pots. Well, we emigrated in 1959 and came on the Queen Elizabeth, beautiful big ship. It looks nothing now compared to the QE2 and that, but it was fun. We got to Union Station because we took the train and cars across the United States. And I remember my dad came ahead, and he met us at Union Station with this green 1953 Chevrolet, and it just seems like yesterday, but it was 60 years ago, and said, "Which way should we go, Jack?" "Down Sunset Boulevard." So anyway, we came to Glendale, settled in Glendale. I went to high school there. I was a secretary, I studied secretarial shorthand typing, and I did it pretty good because the legal secretaries gave me a award to go to Glendale College, but I was done with the schooling, so I said, give it to somebody else. And I graduated from Hoover High School, got my first job at Fidelity in the loan department. Then I moved up to the escrow department, and later on the trust department. Finally, when I was 21, I went to downtown Los Angeles, worked at Crow Wheaton stockbrokerage company. We got married, my husband and I, in 1972. We moved into a cute little Spanish house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, all of $42,000. Back then, we had 4 children, Jenny, Mandy, Timmy, and Christy. And I got to do all the fun things that moms do, PTA, and the Cub Scouts, and the Girl Scouts, and all of that stuff, brownies. The children grew up. Jenny became a Navy pilot. She teaches at Annapolis, and Tim works for Newport Beach, City of Newport Beach. Mandy is in Waxahachie, Texas, and little Christy is an RSP teacher in Long Beach. My husband and I got to play a lot of tennis together because that's what he liked to do, and we won our way in the team crumpet tournament to Hugh Hefner's house. And we were playing there on the center court, and of course he knocks me off the court because he's very aggressive and I'm 5 months pregnant. That didn't go over too good. But anyway, when he passed away in 2015, my daughter said, Mom, you got to come move down here to Orange County. And so I said, okay. She brought me to Laguna Woods, and I said, this is for the old people. And she said, Mom, you're old now. I settled there. I loved it. There was lots of stuff to do. I love to volunteer at the homeless shelter and in Orange County, Our Father's Table, and I have lots of hobbies. But last year I joined Tarbell, and I just love it here. And I'm not saying that just because we're here right now and my manager is here, but we're just such a big family. We help one another, and we just had a pumpkin patch, which was a lot of fun. So that's a good thing. And I joined Toastmasters because I was scared to speak. And now I've done it, so it's over. Thank you.